Hello, P. Orchids Garden USA here. Today I'm going to show you one of my Phalaenopsis orchids. I have lots of Phalaenopsis orchids. It's because it's my main orchids that I grow. I have many of them. And this one, as you can see, it has a new plant, a Keiki. It's called a Keiki. And this is the mother plant. The mother plant's still alive. And it's still, I believe it's still good. It's still gonna grow. It's not dead. But somehow, a new orchid started growing. And so it has this really healthy leaves, both of them. And, um, and it is growing in a sphagnum moss. This orchid I just bought, I believe, about 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember when I buy my orchids. And this one is growing in a sphagnum moss. I use this sphagnum moss called Premium. And there are some cheaper sphagnum moss, but I use the most expensive one for my orchids, for all my orchids. All my orchids are growing in a sphagnum moss. That's it, because it is easier to take care of them. The plants really loves this sphagnum moss, and it is growing right here. As you can see, there are some green. That's all right. It's like algae. I just water it. That's why it's kind of moist, and it's okay. It's not gonna kill the plants. So it is the way it is. It turns green once the sphagnum moss, I guess, because I don't know, it comes alive or something, or it grow a new algae in there. But anyway, the plant really grow well on this moss. And I change the moss like once a year. And also that way it has more nutrition in there. I don't know what those white powders are. I just cleaned it up. I don't know what it is, but it's let's see. Yeah, it just must be the cloth that I use. It's just a residue from the cloth. And I do also have a problem with aphids, but I'm taking care of that. As I was cleaning it, as you can see, I lost the leaf right here. I lost the leaf right there, but that's all right. It's gonna be fine. And also, I apply fertilizer at least once a month. I use the regular Miracle Grow fertilizer. I don't use any other orchids fertilizer, and they do really well. So they're plants. But anyway, any fertilizer I use for them. In the wild, nobody gives them fertilizer in the wild, but they get their nutrients from the tree because they attach themselves to the tree. And that's how they get their nutrition from. But anyway, so I water this one. So I water this at least once a week, because it's summer here at the Pacific Northwest. And it gets really warm because I leave all my orchids outside during summer. I do not keep it inside. And it gets really healthy, a lot healthier if I keep them outside, because it makes them feel their own habitat, like growing in the wild. And that's what I do. So it gets really warm. So that's why I water them at least once a week, once or twice a week. Depends on how hot it is outside. But if I keep this outside, make sure that if you're keeping your orchids outside, this is just a tip, make sure that it is in a shaded area, because the leaves contains with liquid, liquid right here. This contains with liquid. It's moist inside. And so if I miss watering my orchids, then the orchids will live off from the liquid here until this one is dried and dehydrated. And I try not to go that stage when it gets really dehydrated, because it's hard for them to come back. It takes a long time, or even don't even come back, and they just fall off. The leaves just dried out and fall off. So that's why I do not put this under the sun directly. Make sure that it's in the shaded area. But anyway, so I just want to show you how I grow my Phalaenopsis orchid that has a new Keiki. Instead of putting out, what is that green in there? This must be an algae. What it was? So they must be kept under the shaded area. I hang up all my orchids on the apple tree, on my fruit trees, and that's where I keep them in there, away from the sun. And especially if we are going on vacation, that's really hard on the plants, and it will dry out. Believe me, it will burn. I have many orchids that already burned from the sun, and they're hard to recover, really hard to recover, because the leaves takes forever to grow. The buds takes forever to come out, if ever. And so I keep them outside, thinking that it will put out a buds, but it didn't. Instead, it put out the Keiki. That is pretty amazing. So I will not separate the Keiki away from the mother plant. I will wait until the Keiki have its own roots. I will wait until probably like have 2 or 3 roots in there. Okay, and I use this planter right here. I got it from Lowe's. It has lots of holes in there. I make sure that all my planters have holes, and I found this. It's perfect for orchids. Totally perfect for orchids. And then I use this container right here to save the water from dripping all over the place. And but anyway, so this is how I grow this orchid with Keiki. For some reason, this orchid just decided to grow a Keiki instead of buds, which is fine by me. You know, I don't even remember what is the color of the flower on this one. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like my video about these orchids. If you have any other questions, just leave comments on the video and I will respond to you. So thank you so much. And like I said, I grow a lot of this, and I love growing orchids. I'm an orchids lover. My mom used to grow a lot of orchids. I learned a lot from my mom. I must have took after my mom, because everything that I plant, it lives. You know, and I know somebody, and actually my daughter, you know, the bamboo plants, she kills it. For some reason, the plant just not grow under her care. So anyway, thank you so much. Leave comments, and shout out to all the members, Pia Milo team, and all the super viewers. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.